Okay, so welcome to tonight's Freedom Union and Team IYL call. That's my team, Inspire Your Life. I always like to start off my team calls with a little bit of introduction before I dive into some of the topics. So 22-minute hardcore, everybody knows that came out. So if you haven't got it, get it. It's going to be so good. In my team, I haven't put it out there yet, but I'm going to be starting up a little group for that. So February just ended, so that means we all need to do our February awesome list, and then we need to do our March goal list. So if you've not gotten that done, put that on your radar. Write down all the awesome things that you did in February. It doesn't even matter if you got the laundry folded like for one day that month. Like, it's write down what you did that was awesome that you're proud of. And then write down some goals for March. If you want to dream big, write down some big goals. If you want some little ones, write down whatever. It's your race, your pace. Challenge packs for this month are the 22-minute hardcore, Payo Kickstart 3-day refresh. And they're doing a thing on 3-day refresh. If you just get the base kit, it's $5 off. If you get the complete kit, it's $10 off, which I think that's really cool that they did that. Beachbody On Demand, try that out. Joel and Jericho, they've got some good workouts going. And a couple little tips. I always tell my people to put your phone down when you're doing your workout. We're all coaches and we all want to get that really cool shot. But give yourself some grace and give yourself some credit while you're doing your workouts. You need to be proof of the product, and you need to try really hard just as much as you will your challengers and your other coaches to do it. So give yourself some respect, put the phone down, take a selfie afterwards, and tell a story. You'd be surprised of how much harder you're going to work when you're not just like, oh, I got to get like the right angle and things like that. Other little tip I like to give out. I teach my coaches to do this. Some of them, I know that they wish they would have done this when I taught them, is to make a private album on Facebook for every program that you do. When you begin a new program, when you begin a new round, create a private album on Facebook, use the date, and take a picture every week. So you've got just these pictures, these results. It has helped me out immensely since I've done 7 completed rounds of 21-day Fix Extreme. So I can go from like each album and pick, and and I can tell a story behind that. So anyway, so I wanted to do, the topic for tonight I picked is the power of action. This is like my baby. I have a lot of passion for it. I have a lot of passion for storytelling, a lot of get dirty with that piece of paper, to speak the truth to yourself and why we aren't doing what we really should be doing. Hold on. Okay. I'm really big into telling the truth because I didn't for a decade to myself. And so when I started this journey, I vowed to myself to never go through life, to never go through work, to never go through whatever that I'm doing, to not lie to myself, to really get down and gritty as to why I'm not doing something. So the power of taking action. I'm going to do a screen share. I want to be able to see my face, and Ashley, I only see yours, but that's okay. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, so the power of taking action. Motivation is nothing without consistent action. Motivation doesn't get anything done. Motivation only gets you going. The thing that gets you going is discipline, commitment, strong habits, and the daily small things. Compound effect, Darren Hardy. I'm really, really big into that. We could all sit there and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. We have all these ill intentions, or we talk to our success partner, or, we get on these team calls and we have just all of this really great things, all of this stuff to do. Why aren't we doing them? Well, we're not doing them because, it's different for each person. For me, I knew why I wasn't doing them. I was scared. I was alone. I was, my story, I'll get into that in a second. My story is really scary. So not scary, but it's a lot of layers. So I started off with this picture because this picture I took in Miami. It was my last trip that I took for the summer. I said yes to about 4 or 5 trips. I had never traveled before. I had never been to the ocean. I had never done anything. I never said yes. I literally, when I say never, like I never said yes to anything until my life started as a coach. So I took this picture I was staying at a resort with a friend of mine. And I was on week 3 of my 21-day fixed extreme, and I was doing doubles at the time. So I got up, went to the gym at the resort, took my compound effect, my laptop, and did everything there, stayed there for a couple hours. And I was on the national wake-up call when I took this picture. I was super proud of it. And because before, when I was a coach, I was like, national wake-up calls are stupid. Personal development is dumb. Who needs to do that? All I want to do is I want a discount on my Shakeology, maybe. I didn't even know if I wanted to keep it. And I just want to finish a program. I mean, I already had it in my mind that I was going to finish 100%, go all in. Well, doing that, starting and finishing a program completely changed my life. I started getting involved with the coaching aspect. And to back the train up a little bit, I am one of Rhonda's PS coaches, and I started actively coaching January 2015. I signed up as a coach in July, the end of July, and didn't start my program till the very, very, very end of August. So I was around for a little bit, a couple months, learning everything and getting acclimated to just whatever that it was that I was learning. And I got on team calls that I had no clue what anyone was saying. I didn't know a single person. All I knew was Rhonda said, hey, jump on this team call. I was like, okay. She said to do it. So I was like, all right, I'll show up. So all of this was really new to me. And when I would listen to national wake-up calls, I was really annoyed with them at first. But then I was like, man, why not me? Why can't my name be read off on a national wake-up call? Why can't my name be on a finished Beachbody program? Why can't I be like that? And I came from 2 domestic violent relationships. I came from one of 6, a huge family. I wasn't anything special. I was just a normal girl. I'm from Iowa. I completely up and moved my life, moved down to Texas. And I was just a person who was surviving, who was trying to tread water, but I was just flailing my arms so bad that I couldn't even get to the top of the water. I couldn't just sail and just float. So this picture, I mean, it's so cool to see because I had finally done something for myself and I just trusted Rhonda. I just trusted what was going on. I started talking to Ashley. I started asking Sam questions, started talking to Marianne, and I was like, what do I need to do? How do I do it? I got on every team call. I just took personal responsibility. And I'm not going to say, I'm going to swear. So just roll with me. I don't fucking believe whether that you're doing it or not. I mean, how much are you really putting out there? How much are you really willing to put on the line? Why are you here? Why are you here listening to me talk? Why are you listening to Ashley, to Sam, to Jamie, to Brandy, Marianne? Like, why? Ask yourself why, and then ask yourself why again. Ask yourself, why not you? Why can't your name be read off on a national wake-up call? Why can't you say yes to trips? Why can't you say yes to the things that you want, that your kids want, that your team wants, that you want? So how much are you willing to share on social media? And why aren't you sharing it? So the picture on the left, in my left, you're right. It was in a bathroom in a grocery store. And I had the quote of, I'm aware that I'm rare, 0 fucks given. Like, I am in the grossest t-shirt. None of my stuff matches. I could care less what people think of me. I could care less if I'm smiling. You take a picture, you tell a story. The one in the middle, I had 9 cysts on my face. When I posted that picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sharing this. This is so embarrassing. I look so awful. I don't want to tell this part of my story because it's also a part of my story when I was in the second violent relationship. And I didn't have enough. It kind of makes my heart hurt a little bit to say out loud, I didn't have enough self-love at the time to even go to a doctor to take care of my skin. Like, that's how sad and depressed I was. That's how sad that I couldn't reach out and ask for help. And you have to remember when you're sharing this part of your story, you just know that someone out there has some sort of feeling and emotion towards your story. Like when I tell my story, you guys aren't thinking of me, you're thinking of yourself. So own your story, whatever that it is. And mind you, you don't have to have bad things happen to you to have a story. You're a human being. You matter. Everyone matters. Tell your story, live and breathe it. If I wouldn't have shared, this 9 boils on my face and look at me, to the picture to the side, like it's a completely different person, you can't really see the one on the far right, but the quote is what was where it really struck for me is I don't want my pain and struggle to make me a victim. I want my battle to make me someone else's hero. And using the word victim was really hard for me because I played the victim for a really long time. I pointed a lot of fingers in all of the directions but me. But the common denominator in every single thing that I had been through for every bad situation was me. It wasn't this person, that person, this scenario. It was me. So what are you not admitting to yourself? What are you not talking about? What are you not living through? What are you shoving under a rug? What are you just not going through the motions with? What brought you here? Why did you want to start a program? What attracted you to your coach? What got you here? I mean, I feel like a broken record. Like I can't say it enough, Just be willing to share every single thing about you. Don't be scared. Put it all out there. I mean, it's hard for me sometimes to say that domestic violence, I don't like that word. I need to create a new word like bubbles and rainbows or something. I don't know. But just live your story. Don't hide from it because it's not worth it. Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm a former victim and it sucks. Don't go there. My why is still the same as it was a year and a half ago to now. It's still freedom. I have the damn word tattooed on my wrist, and Ashley and I got these tattoos together. So that's a really awesome story. It's freedom. And in every sense of the word, like when I take a deep breath in, I can feel it in my bones and then I can let it out. When I'm really big into the universe and really big into letting things soak in it and releasing it and getting in the right state of mind. Freedom to me means a breath of air. You want it so bad. What is the Eric Thomas quote? I have it hanging in my bathroom. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. Or someone shout it out if you can say it, if you remember it. If you want something so bad, you want it as bad as you want to breathe, something like that. But just your why should soak into you. And if you haven't done your why, do it. I've challenged my team. I posted a little bit about it today with the puzzle piece. One of the girls did it, which high five to you, Gabby, if you're on this call. Do your why. You don't need your coach to give you an assignment to do your why. If you have a deep burning desire, if you're really trucking along on your journey, or if you're struggling, go to your team page, make a video, tell a story, tell your why, because who knows what you're going to get out when you're talking to a screen. It's so easy to get lost in the shuffle of go through the motions of the 3 vital behaviors of go this and go do that, and you have jobs and you have kids and you have a husband. I thankfully don't have any of that, so I have time to like woosah and unwind. I mean, granted, Sam gets a lot of phone calls of like, holy shit, what do I do now? But take the time to do your why. You never need permission or guidance from your coach on that. It is your why. It is your story. It's your freedom. You're gonna piece it out as you talk, as you write it on a piece of paper. I mean, in this business, the only person responsible for anything is you. And you may get mad at your coach, you may get mad at another leader, and you may completely disagree. But the common denominator in all of it is you. It is not this business. It is not your coach. It is not the person's fault that didn't give you the right information. It is you. It is your freedom. It is your right to know. And you can go with this business. I mean, I wouldn't recommend someone leaving their full-time job as early as I did, but I didn't care. And that was the risk that I was willing to take. I mean, I was in a good spot. I don't have a husband. I don't have kids. It's just me. So I know how to hustle. I know how to work hard, so I can make it work. But shit, I wanted freedom. And I have it. So it was completely worth it to me. So ask yourself, What are you building for yourself? Honestly answer that question. What are you building for? Do you want this to be a health and fitness thing? And mind you, when I first started my journey, I just wanted to finish a program. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. I had no idea what any of this was. I didn't even know if I wanted to stay on Shakeology. In my head, I was going like, I'm going to send it back. You know, Rhonda's not going to know. I'll keep working with her, whatever. What are you building for yourself? What do you want? I asked my team this today. I made a video. Because I had a visitor come for a week and I had a lot of distractions. I still was able to work and she was really super cool. We still got our workouts in. But I have piles of stuff. I'm behind on a lot of things that I normally keep up on. I run several different groups and I run them like clockwork and I got off a little bit. That's okay. I give myself a lot of grace. But what do you want? Why do you want it? You know? If you can mute yourself. Okay, there we go. What do you want? Take a blank sheet of paper, take out all the noise. Oh, wait just a second.
Sorry.
That's okay. Take out a blank sheet of paper. Who cares what you have around you? Who cares what you haven't done? It doesn't matter what you haven't done because it's already in the past. Who cares? It's already done and gone. What do you want? If you need to write down what you want every single day, or if it changes every single day, who cares? It's what you want. What is your why? Redo your why. I challenge all of you to go into your team page tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever. Do your why. Don't wait for someone to tell you to. I mean, granted, I'm telling you now, but you get what I mean. Do your why. Don't be shy. You know, I was the girl that, I mean, I kind of watched for a little bit, but every time something came up, I was like on it. I was like, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to grow. I want to learn. Like, why do you not want to grow? Why do you not want to have something in your business to where it fills your cup up every single day? This business is not hard. It is not hard. It's 3 vital behaviors. You invite, proof of the product, personal development. That's it. It is not hard. Yeah, there's bells and whistles, and yeah, there's things that you need to learn. But I mean, it's not hard to learn. It's just not. Be someone who makes you happy. Rule number 1, you're number 1. The only thing and only person in this world that matters is you. Because if you do have a husband or a wife or whatever and you have kids, if mama isn't happy, no one's going to be happy. Rule number 1, you are number 1. So your life speaks to you in a little bit of a whisper. You know, when you go through the day and you have little instances, or you think back years ago, you get a little thump on the head. You know, Nicole, I shouldn't have done that. You know, oh, that I shouldn't have done that. And then it gets louder and it gets louder and it gets louder and it gets louder. My story behind that is I was in the second abusive relationship and we broke up after 3 years. I left. We got back together because I loved that man so much. I knew it was bad. I knew it was wrong, but I loved him. Well, that's a whole other story. And by that time, it was a loud thump. Thump, thump, thump. And I was the girl that stood in the back, my back room. I had like a closet room, and I stood there sometimes after things had happened, and I would just pound my fist on my legs and just be like, Nicole, just leave. Like, what are you doing? This is not what you want. This is not okay. You're hiding from your family. You were hiding from your life. Like, I mean, I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I was the girl that had bags packed in a closet because if something bad could happen, I could take those bags and I could go. Like, I had a secret stash. Like, that's how crazy it was. So the loud thump was when I got chased after, I got run down, I got pushed through a window. I mean, just glass shattered all over. I mean, it even gives me a headache even just thinking about it. And that was my loud thump, giant whisper. So trust the whispers that are going on in your head. If you feel like, even if you're scared to tell a little bit of your story, tell it. If you feel scared to do this business, but you're here, because something is drawing you here. And mind you, coaching isn't for everybody. I'm not a one-size-fits-all. If it's not your jam, then that's cool. But you are here for a reason, whether it's something to learn from me, from one of you in here. Trust it. Trust the whispers in your head. And today is the only important day. That's it. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. today. Live in today. Trust the whispers that are today. I feel like I could go on forever. It gives me a headache. Okay. So the girl on the left, the girl on the right. The girl on the left is just me. It was in my day one of when I started PIO. And I had never taken a selfie before. This is maybe like my second selfie my whole entire life. I was like, well, let's set a camera up. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. And the girl on the right is a woman who has completely transformed her body, who completely believes in herself, who trusts what she's doing. And y'all, I don't know what I'm doing most days. I'll just tell you that right now. Ashley, Sam, and Marianne, and Jamie and Brandy were all like, we don't know what we're doing. But all we know what to do is put one baby foot in front of the other. And how I transform my body is I put one baby foot in front of the other. I finish program after program after program, round after round after round after round. Not because I wanted, it was for bragging rights, I can't lie. But it felt good to do something for myself. It felt good to start and finish something. And that was my journey. If you're not like a finisher, like whatever, I highly recommend that you don't do that. Like you need to finish, but this is your story. It's your race. It's your pace. So if I would not have taken the time to dive into a 30-day or 21-day program, a 60-day program, I would not have transformed my mind, my body, and my entire life. Hello, freedom. I think I should write a whole entire definition of freedom should be my name. This will come in point, it's okay to brag. But be proud of who you are. Be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of what you're doing, because what you're doing, even though it may not seem like you're getting to the top of the ladder, it's okay, because you're not supposed to get the top of the ladder with one jump. You're supposed to get the top of the ladder by inch by inch by inch. And this is my favorite quote: take your damn hands out of your pockets and climb the ladder, because you will get nowhere if you sit and look at it. If you're scared, guess what? It's a false event appearing real, because what you see and what you're afraid of is what you are creating in your mind. And what you are afraid to post, I call bullshit. Put it out there. Don't be scared of your life, because who cares about what everybody else thinks? Who cares about what they're saying? Who cares if no one responds? Someone is watching and someone needs your story. Oh, it's not going to click down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is coming to end. Coaching Checklist 101. Ask your coach questions. Seriously, 101 questions you could ask in a day. Ask 201. Ask your coach questions. They do not know how to help you if they don't know how you learn or what you need or things like that. And you can never ask your coach enough questions. They want you to ask questions. Trust me. Get a success partner. Samantha, I love you. I don't know where I'd be without you. Everyone needs a Samantha in your life. Everyone needs a me in your life, right? Get a success partner. You need someone to bounce ideas off of. You need someone to vent to. You need someone to share with. You need someone to learn from. Find a who ahead of you. Now, when I asked Samantha to be my success partner, she had been coaching for a little bit longer. And this girl, we're a complete opposite ends of the spectrum. She does things like bells and whistles and fancy. And I'm just like, forget about the bells and whistles. But I just, when I had connected up with her, I was like, this bitch needs to be mine. She is so good at what she does. And it's a tribe. You just connect with them. Or get a big soundtrack for your adventure. What music playlists you have when you listen to your power hour? What music playlists you have written or that you have put together when you're sad? Because as a coach, you need to go through the sadness. You need to go through the grief. Mary Ann has gone through so much, and she would be the first to say, you have to go through things. You have to trust what is being put toward you. She's so great at talking things out. She sent me a boxer today, and I just smiled ear to ear, because I was like, this girl is so good for my soul, because she talks things out and she believes in what she's doing. And even though she did this for this reason, she owns up to it and she says, this is why, Get a big soundtrack for your adventure. Go through the sadness of what you need to go through. Have a playlist of when you need to dance, when you need to rock it out, and have a playlist when you need to get down and dirty, when you need to get dirty with that piece of paper, when you need to get angry, because it's okay to get angry. It is okay to get mad. But the thing is don't live there. Don't stay there. I was angry literally for a freaking decade. I cannot even tell you. If you go back to my college days and the people that I was in contact with, they would not even recognize me now, because I would sit and I would mock people and make fun of people because I wasn't happy in my life. I was angry. Gosh, I was so angry all the time. And it wasn't having anything to do with people. It was myself and the situations that I put myself in. So go through your emotions. Accept what's going on in your life. Live through it. Talk about it. Tell it. Rest or burnout, the choice is yours. This goes with fitness and business. You need balance. You need balance for your fitness. You need balance for your business. Know when you need to literally not press play. Sam posted a really great thing. Like, she didn't do a workout for 5 days. She's sick and she just didn't want to do it. That's okay. That's normal. It's okay if you're not in like a workout program or whatever, following a calendar. You know, do your best to forget the rest, but don't burn out. I mean, we all burn out, and I burn out too sometimes, but as a coach, I mean, you'll get better at it. Know when you need rest. And don't make such lofty goals when you are, when you're so fizzled. Give yourself some grace and just sleep. Who cares if you need to sleep for a couple of days? Just do it. Give up perfect. I can't stress that enough. You cannot be perfect. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not even going to go into that anymore because it kind of makes me go off on another thing. Number 6, repeat. Personal development, repeat. Your workouts, repeat. Invite, repeat. Number 7, be brave enough to brag. Be brave enough to talk about yourself. I did a 365 selfie challenge. I started it last January. I'm not done because I didn't do it every day. But it's completely turned my business around. That's all I do now is post selfies. Coming from a girl who never posted selfies to I post one every single day. And I tell a story. The story is what matters. It's not the picture. Seriously. I mean, put a filter on it, but, tell a story, because the story is what matters. Mark your progress or you'll never know you're making any. This goes into the Facebook album. Create the private Facebook album of your story of when you start your rounds. Mark your progress in a journal. You all should have a notebook. You all should have pen and paper, something, phone, however that you track notes, however that you keep track of whatever that you're doing. Start. I mean, you need to. Date it at the top. Write down quotes. I mean, just whatever. Number 9, write down 2 non-negotiables that will take your action every single day. So my 2 actions every single day is Team Z. That's what I write, is Team Z. That's my power hour, Team Z. And then it's workouts, because I haven't been really great with that, but I need to focus on just solely showing up for myself for that half hour, 45 minutes. Just show up, Nicole. Show up for you. Get back to what you love. Pio is what I love, so I went back to that. Motivation is what gets you started, but it's not what gets things done. Action is the key to success. If you are not doing these 3 things, the 3 divided behaviors, if you're not being true to yourself, if you're not making your why video, if you're not asking your coach questions, if you are not living in your life, nothing is getting done. I think there's 2 more, but I can't see. Find your triggers and knock you off course. When you get off course and you're off balance, learn what those are. Learn what got you there. Learn where you're going to plateau, because you all know when you're going to plateau in your business and in your workouts. You just know. You got to figure out your triggers, own them, and then move forward, because being a coach is all about moving forward and learning and growing. Number 11, love yourself. And that's it. So I'll take it off stop share. I have no idea what time it is. And, it's 8:28. Cool. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have anything to say?
Well, I'll always say something. That was amazing. I don't know that I have anything to add, because I don't think there's anything really that I need to add, other than it's pretty obvious that one of Nicole's biggest philosophies is repeat. And so you hear when she's talking how solidified some of the quotes and things are in her brain, how fast they come, because she is always doing personal development. So, I mean, if you look at Nicole and you're super inspired by her and what she's saying, it's because of the personal development that she does, and she just emanates it. So, and it's because she does it a lot and she repeats things that she listens to. So make sure that you guys are are doing that. And you'll be a Nicole Sudbeck someday. So great call, Nicole. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Does anybody else have anything to say? I'm just going to stare at me.
No, that was a great call. Thank you so much. And I have to agree with what Sam said about the repeat, because I'm always like the person that I cannot watch movies twice. I cannot read a book twice. And like after a year of you saying that to me, like I start listening to things again, and you get different things from it. And even with not just with personal development, but with everything, like repeat what you do and figure out what you need to change, what needs to be right, and what you need to get from it. So thank you so much for all that you brought to us. I loved your call.
Thank you.
I'll just say, Nicole, I mean, amazing. I just love everything that you said. And I love that you said that you're always telling a story. Even if it's just a selfie, there's a story connected to it. It's not just to post. It's to post and say, like, hey, this is me. I don't care. I don't care what you think. And just showing that vulnerability. And you're like, hey, I didn't want to post this picture of, you know, of the old me or how I was, but people can relate to that. And I related to that too, you know, and it was like, it pulls on your heartstrings and your emotions when you tell a story, and you're so good at that. And I think that it inspires all of us to tell your story, you know, and be vulnerable.
Yeah, I love telling stories. I have it on my Facebook. I'm a professional storyteller. Whatever. Does anybody have anything else to add? Otherwise, I'll let you go. Thanks for getting on.
I just wanted to say that you are such an inspiration, and I love watching your posts and reading your posts and watching your story. And my kids are giving you the thumbs up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just such an inspiration, and I really loved this call, and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Well, I will let you
one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mary Ann brought it up in my head, telling about how when you're telling your story, like, this is why I think that Beachbody is so much better than other businesses that are similar, because we're not out there to like sell a product. And we're out there kind of like selling ourselves in a sense, but in a good way, because we're sharing how the product has changed our lives. And it's something that changes our lives emotionally, physically, in our relationships, just so much. So if you're posting, make sure that you're sharing that story, because it is so important. It's going to be like, if you think about your coach, the reason why you chose your coach is probably because they were sharing their story. They weren't just some Beachbody coach. They were Mary Ann. They were Nicole. They were Ashley. They were Jamie. Like, that's why you chose that person. So you've got to make sure that you're not just posting a picture and saying, hey, I put strawberries and a frozen banana in my Shakeology, and this is me drinking my Shakeology. Be like, you know, share the story of how your life has changed, or how it is changing, or how you see your future because of what you're doing now. Even so, if you're not there yet, don't worry about that. Anyways, tangent.
No, I'll piggyback real quick off your tangent, because I had 3 people in the past 2 weeks from different companies message me on my like page, my fan page, and we get to talking, and they're like, oh, you're a coach, you really what did they say, market yourself different. And I really like it. Can you, like, they want me to share with them what I'm doing to help them with their business. So yes, we are different, and that's what is awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
Ashley, you're apologizing. Damn you. You do that all the time. So storytelling and action, I mean, they kind of go together. We kind of went off on a whole other thing with that, but action to tell your story, they go hand in hand. Please just tell your story. Please just act on it. Trust it like you're showing up for your workout. I mean, just do it. It's scary. One of my coaches, Todd, he's on there. He's beginning to tell a story, and he had a lot of really good feedback from it. And just as simple things of, what did you post the other day? Your belt? Todd, was it your belt?
Yeah, I'm down an inch. It's a big deal.
Yeah. That's awesome. And just the little things like that, people are going to connect with that, you know? And can I just tell you, there's a dude on this call. Like, how freaking cool is that?
Woo!
I'm the only one.
You what?
I'm the only one ever.
Nah, that's all right. You have a room full of ladies. Just think of it like that. Anyway, I'll let you go. We could seriously talk forever. Have a good night, and thanks so much for everyone for getting on. I really appreciate it. See you later.